Hey y'all, this is Stephanie with Large Family Diabetic Cooking. Today, I'm doing my cinnamon rolls, but we're going to kick it up a notch. We're making some caramel apple pie cinnamon rolls. So, right now, I got my flour mixing. I got my yeast here with my water, or my milk, my butter, my sugar, and my yeast. So that's sitting for a few minutes until it starts to rise up or foam. The yeast needs to foam. I made a batch and my yeast had died. And what was weird about it was when I had made something for Thanksgiving, but I didn't make anything for December because remember we made Bobby Flay's his rolls, Parker House rolls, and my yeast was fine, but when I went to do it for the cinnamon rolls, it did not foam up at all. So, and I'm doubling this recipe. So I'm going to give this a few minutes and see if it foams up. It needs about 5 to 10 minutes. I just put the yeast in probably about 2 minutes ago, so it hasn't done anything yet. So, I see a few pieces bubbling up here and there. So that yeast is good because I had bought 2 of them. One I hadn't opened the other one, and I keep forgetting to put my yeast in the freezer. So I need to remember to do that, so that way situations like this doesn't happen. So I have my flour. I have 8 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, mixing here. Because like I said, I'm doubling the recipe because it's going to call for 10 cups of flour. And then now we're going to get ready and do our caramel sauce. We're going to do our caramel sauce, and we're going to make our apple pie filling. So while that is doing its thing, I need to get this on the stove. Alright, so I need 2 cups of water because we're going to do the filling first. Cups of water and 2 cups of flour, or sugar. Sorry, two cups of sugar, and we're going to bring that to a boil. So I know I don't have enough sugar in that, so I've got to get another one. I gotta get some more swerve. I've got 2 things of sugar left. going to have to put you guys on hold because my yeast is bad. It will not bubble up. And it's been almost 10 minutes. So I'm going to have my daughter's boyfriend run to the store and grab me some yeast. So I will be back. Okay, guys, so Michael to the rescue. He's going over to our local store and he's going to get me some of this. This is what I use. This is Fleischmann's active dry yeast. So as soon as he gets back, we'll continue. So I'll be back when he's back. Okay, so while we're waiting on Michael to get back, what we're going to do is we are going to start our filling. So for the filling part of it, hold on, I have you guys, no, it's right here. Yes. Okay, for the filling part of it, 1 cup water. So I did 2 cups water, 2 cups sugar. Where's my sugar? So we're going to do 2 cups sugar. Finish up this too. Finish up this one. So none of this is going to waste. I'm going to use it all up. Okay, there's that. And then it says a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. These need to come over here. 2 teaspoons of salt, and we're going to do 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil on the stove. 1, 2, and then 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. To mix this, and then we're going to put this on the stove and bring it to a boil until everything melts and combines. And everything dissolves. So, let's get all this mixed through. And then we're going to put it on medium-high. Cornstarch, because I'm going to be using that as my thickener. So let me get this on the stove, and I need to pull out the butter and the milk. I'm going to put this on 5 for now, because that's my stove is electric, so that's medium-high. Wash this off and get these in the sink because I need this. I think what I'm going to do is, because each time I put the yeast in with the flour and, or the sugar, the butter, and the sugar, the butter, and the milk. Good Lord. Let's see. I don't think I added sugar to this, and I need to. Let me taste it first. No, I did not. So we need to add sugar to this. So since I'm doubling this recipe, I need to add get you guys over here. All right, I need to add 1 cup sugar. So let me get my sugar. Because it calls for 1/2 cup, but that's if I'm doing 1 recipe, but I'm doing 2. Sugar. And what I'm going to do is, because I can do it either way. I can add the yeast to this, or I can just put it in the flour. So okay, that's done. I'm having some issues here. I think my burner is acting up, so I'll be right back. Okay, my mind's playing tricks on me. So it was fine. So we're going to stir this in. And then as soon as my yeast gets here, we'll add that in. And make sure that this is cool to the touch, that it's warm, not cool, warm. And it's perfect. So as soon as my yeast gets here, we'll add that into there. And then we're going to make our caramel sauce. And yes, I got a recipe for that. And it's really easy. There we go. And he's back. So. All right, what I do with my teaspoon and my I need to do 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast in my flour. Yay! He's back! Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Ew, freshness. Alright, so I gotta do 2 1/4 teaspoons in my flour. turn that on and get that mixing through here. We're going to put this in the fridge. And then later on I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer so that way I don't have any issues with my yeast dying again. Okay, so I have this. I'm just waiting for this to come up to a boil. So once that gets there, then we'll move on to the next part. So I gotta pull out my cornstarch so I can do that. Because I need that. Alright, so now what we're going to do, while that's coming to a boil, we are going to add our flour, our milk, our butter, and our sugar, which is in here. Let me get this in the sink, and then that still hasn't come up to a boil yet. I have my apples cut up and in the fridge, and I put some lemon juice on them. They're probably still going to turn brown, but that's okay because of what we're making. It's not going to make much of a difference anyway. Alright. I need to get down and let it do its thing. I will add the other 2 cups of flour here in a minute. Okay. This is starting to come to a boil. We're going to make sure that everything completely dissolves. Alright, so now I need to make my cornstarch slurry. So that way it's ready to go in. we're going to add our cornstarch slurry. And it instantly thickened up. And I will show you here in a second. Now we need to turn this down to a simmer. And I will show you how it thickened up. Okay, so now we're going to go get our apples and mix our apples into that. And then we're going to set it aside and let it cool. Turn the heat off. Now we're going to add our apples. Yeah, they really did oxidize a lot. But I tried to have everything done, but the yeast was what was causing the issue. And that's what ended up getting me all balled up. And it thickened up nicely. But this needs to set aside and cool. So that's done. So now I'm going to put you guys on hold. I'm going to wash that stuff up and get it out of my way. And I'm going to add 2 cups of flour to the rest of that because it's not ready. I need to add my other 2 cups of flour. And then we're going to come back and do our caramel sauce. So I'm going to do the flour while you guys are still here. Where is my, alright, this is a half a cup, this will work. I need to add 2 cups. It's just throwing flour everywhere. Have to do this part we're going to do that part by hand because I'm having issues. Not because I want to have issues, but flour is going everywhere, and so and it's just making a mess. So And then 2. All right, so here we go. Mix this all in here. So let me finish this part up, and then I will bring you guys back when we get ready to do the caramel sauce. Okay, now I've got everything cleaned up and we're ready to begin. Okay, so the next part we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our caramel sauce, and this is a sugar-free caramel sauce. So everything is sugar-free and low carb. For 1 piece of cinnamon roll apple pie, it is 3 net carbs. So I need 2 1/3 cups of butter. And then I'll put these in the freezer here, in the fridge. And then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So that's going to be 6 tablespoons. I think my hands are... There we go. Put 6 tablespoons of brown sugar in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to now with this recipe, all you have to do, because swerve is it's like regular sugar. If you're going to use 1 cup sugar, you're going to use 1 cup swerve, so you can switch it out easily. So even when you're making this, all the ingredients are the same. So if you were doing this with regular sugar, you would use 3 tablespoons of regular brown sugar. Close. All right. Why are you being stubborn? You know what? I ain't got time. Don't no one got no time for this. Alright, so let me get... I need to move my apples that we did earlier over. So now I got my brown sugar. So now we're going to turn this on. I gotta go get my heavy cream. Be right back. heavy cream. And I need to get out my vanilla. So now what this says to do, I gotta sit down, my back is hurting. Ooh. Ooh, is it letting me know? My back and my foot. Oh. I'm still having issues with my foot. But I did find out that I do not have to have surgery on my foot. Everything that is going on with me, I found out I have osteoarthritis. Okay. I have osteoarthritis, and that is what is causing the swelling in my foot and all the way up my leg. So, my doctor and I are working on something to try and get this to go away and not come back anymore, because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. So, our apples are sitting over here in our sauce that we made earlier. Our pie filling that we made. It was really simple, as you can see. Like I said, the sugar is one on one. So if I was doing 1 cup swerve, you would do 1 cup sugar. It was the same way with the Splenda blend, but I didn't like the Splenda blend because it had regular sugar mixed in with it. I did not know that. So now I switched to Swerve, and it's amazing. That's what I do. And it also, this is brown sugar Swerve. The Swerve also has, they also have powdered sugar. So that'll save me on having to make it. I mean, even though it would be easy making it with this, all it is cornstarch and that's it. But now it says here to cook until it's melted. Cook on low until it's melted. Then I have to add 2/3 cup heavy cream. So I have, okay, that's 1/4. There we go. So I will do 2/3 cup twice of heavy cream. Then we're going to bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat to simmer and cook 8 to 10 minutes. So, and my dough is rising. It'll take an hour for it to rise. So when this is done, we'll let this cool for a half an hour, and then we're just going to assemble everything. So, in a container and let it cool after it's done. sugar is almost completely dissolved. I can still feel some grains on the bottom of the pan, so I want to wait till it completely dissolves before I add the heavy cream. Well, dang, that didn't take long. Okay. I thought that was going to take longer. It did not at all. Okay. So now we need to do 2/3 cup twice of heavy cream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's get this mixed in here really good. And now we're going to wait for this to come to a boil. Bring it to a boil. Let me go put this in the sink and this back in the fridge because we're done with this. Okay, these are done, so I need to put these in. Add these in. Up. So now we gotta wait for it to come to a boil. And then once that comes to a boil, we'll set our timer for 10 minutes. Then once that is done, we will remove it from the heat and we will add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Then we will get it out of this pan and into another container to cool. You don't want to cool it in the same pot. So, and then my dough is rising. So, we're just waiting on the dough to rise. It takes an hour for the dough to rise. So, while that's rising, it's cool already. No, I don't want you to do that. Yeah, you need to come to a rolling boil, but not like that. Okay. Now, I have to let this boil. Make sure that I'm correct so I don't steer you wrong and tell you wrong. Okay, once it comes to a boil, right, reduce to simmer and cook 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to reduce it to simmer. And we're going to let it continue like this for 10 minutes. So I'm going to put you guys on hold and I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, I got it where I want it. Now, it says to make sure that it coats the back of the spoon. So we're going to, and it's perfect. It coats the back of the spoon perfectly. So now we're going to turn the heat off. Taste that. But you'll have to blow on it because that's hot. They wanted to make sure, I had to make sure that it coated the back of the spoon. That's the apple pie filling. Where's my... Alright, so I had to turn the heat off. Alright, my timer is done. And that's before I add, that's sugar-free. And that's caramel. 1, 2. Alright, get me another spoon and I'll let you try it with the vanilla added. Because it said turn the heat off. Add the vanilla. Because, I mean, you could taste the top. Look at that. It's coating that spoon. Yeah, buddy. Alright, make sure you blow on that so you don't burn your mouth because sugar is hot. Oh, yeah. I did good.
That was really good.
Isn't it? For sugar-free. And the apple pie filling is sugar-free. Oh, grab a spoon so you can taste it. It's cool. So you won't have to worry about burning your mouth. That's sugar-free too, huh? Okay, so now I got to get this out, put it in a container, and I got to let it cool for about a half an hour. That'll give the dough time to finish rising. And then when we come back, it's just assembling it and getting it in the oven. So I'll see you guys back in about a half an hour, 45 minutes. Okay, pause. Hey, y'all. I'm back. Well, my dough rose, so my yeast is good. And my caramel sauce cooled down. Look at that. Nice and thick and yummy. So, okay, I tasted it while it was hot, but I want to taste it while it's cool. Oh, yeah. You can taste the caramel. It has a toffee taste. That is really good. For sugar-free, that is really good. I will definitely be making that again. Let me get this in the sink. And we're going to roll out our dough. I need a little bit of flour. So let me go grab that. Michael run over to the store and get some pizzas because I didn't know how long this was going to take, and this took almost all afternoon. Between the sauce and prepping the potatoes or apples, prepping the apples, getting them in the fridge, doing the sauce, the yeast that didn't want to work. So, let me sit this right here. That way, it's right where I can get to it. I made the kids some popcorn. The girls' birthday is coming up in March. We're doing 2 themes. We are doing The Little Mermaid for Maymay because she loves The Little Mermaid. And we are doing Beauty and the Beast for Isabella because she loves Beauty and the Beast. So I'm going to be doing 2 different types of birthday parties, but the treats and everything are going to be the same, and I'm going to be doing like finger sandwiches and stuff like that. I think last year we did Sloppy Joes and macaroni and cheese, but which seems to be a staple for birthday parties and stuff like that because it's quick and it's easy. But because the girls want to be princesses, we figured finger sandwiches, and then I'm going to do their cupcakes and the buttercream icing and everything like that. You know, you guys have seen how I've done the buttercream icing and everything like that. So, and the cupcakes. So I don't know if I'll show you that. I might. It all depends on if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be getting everything set up and all of that. So there's some stuff that I ordered from Temu. I am just waiting for it to get here for the girls' birthday. And I will show you that when it gets here. Okay, so let me turn you this way. I want to get it into a rectangle. I think I'm going to need a bigger rolling pin. So we're going to be doing 24. I'm going to try and get 24 cinnamon rolls out of this. And I should be able to do that with no problem. Okay, so now I need, oh, it's right here. Okay. So now, there's a lot of, because when I was rolling this out, I could hear the bubbles popping as I was rolling this out. I use this butter because it's easier to spread. Okay, so we're gonna get this all spread out. Then we're gonna sprinkle it with our cinnamon. I am not putting any brown sugar in this because we are doing an apple pie and there is enough sugar in the caramel. Even though it is sugar free, it can the sugar can get overpowering and overwhelming, and we don't want that. So today is Wednesday in January. I just don't know the actual date. I should have looked it up, but I forgot. I had so much on my mind and trying to get everything prepared and everything for you guys. Now we're going to sprinkle this with cinnamon, roll it up, and then we're going to get started. And I'm going to show you exactly hey, be nice. You can do this either way. You can spread your butter out and then sprinkle your cinnamon over top, or you can take your butter and mix your cinnamon in your butter and then spread it that way. But either way works. This is just the way I do it. Ooh. Good Lord. All right, now we're going to roll this. we're going to roll this. Sticking a little bit. Let's see. I don't know what I'll have to look for them. Usually I have a bench scraper that I use. I have two of them actually. But I'll make it work. So now we've got this rolled up.
How's it going?
Well, I'm trying to get it down this way so I can start cutting it up and get it in the pan.
Do you need me to grab pans up there already?
Yeah. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut and then you're going to smush them. You're going to cut them pretty small. You're going to get 3 across. So I should be able to get 12. We'll see how this turns out. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take, now that we got all these in here, we're going to take our apple pie filling and we're going to put it on top of here and then do another 12 on top. And then we'll do the next one. So I'm going to put you where you guys can see everything. Now we're going to take some of the, hey, be nice. Now we're going to take some of the caramel. And we're just going to drizzle. A couple of spoonfuls. And that's it, because you just want a hint of the caramel. All right, so now we're going to do another 12 on top. Cover it with foil. And then we're going to pop them in the oven. Normally, I would let them rise another half hour. So, I don't know. Maybe. So. But I wanted cinnamon rolls, but I wanted apple pie, and I was like, I wonder what it would taste like if I put both of them together. So this is a trial and error, people. We'll see. We're going to see how this works. So, and we're having pizza tonight for dinner. So this is going to be our dessert. What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, Mama? Come here, Mama. Hey, be nice. And this is the reason why I am cutting them so thin, is to make sure that everything will fit. So now, next tray. Be nice. May May. Okay, I might not be able to get 12. I might be able to do 9 and then get 9 across the top. I was trying. But all right, so now we're going to put the rest of the oh, that's heavy. Okay, I still got a little bit left, so I'll figure out something to do with that. Okay, so now we're going to put 9 across the top. Be nice. Hopefully, I have a feeling I'm not going to get 9 across the top. No! Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm not going to get 9 across the top, but doing well, I got 8 across the top. It's close. But I'm 1 off, so but that's okay. So now we're going to cover these with foil, and we're going to put them in the oven. You're going to cook them for 25 minutes on 350, and then you're going to take the foil off and let it cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on them that they don't over brown. So let me get these covered up with foil, and then we're going to get them in the oven. Oh, I need to wash my hands. Okay, we'll wipe this off and then we're gonna get them in the oven. And then I will bring you back when they're done. So let me cover up one with foil so you can see the process. And then I'm going to put them in the oven. Oh, it's time to replace my foil. Let's get these. I just realized something I forgot to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle this over top, since I forgot to stick it. Alrighty. I'm going to cover it. I got to get out 2 cookie sheets. Get them on cookie sheets and get them in the oven. So, let's do that. Okay. Set the timer for 25 minutes, and I will see you back when it's done. You know, there's a reason why my daughter get on my nerve. There it is.
What? I didn't do it. You're the one who said it. I just didn't disagree.
Yeah, I told her, I said I look like a giant gingerbread man. She's like, you said it.
It's not the same thing you say to me when I say things. For example, when my hair is sticking up everywhere like it is right now on the sides, so I don't know where my other hair tie is. I only have the one. If I didn't put this one up here, it'd be like this. And I say, okay, I stuck my finger in the electric socket. And you're like, well, you said it.
No, usually I call you the little troll thingies that stick on the top of the pencil.
Yes,
and the hair goes
so
all over
much
the back,
better.
all over the place.
Yeah, way to help with your daughter's self-esteem.
Come here.
Love you too.
Put your arms down so I can see.
What?
He always looks like he has a bruise right here, but
He
there's no
doesn't.
bruise.
Alright. Good
I think
baby
it's- I think it's a birthmark.
Mom, can I have spray?
Not right now. You do realize I can't put the pizza in the oven until those are out.
Why?
Because they'll burn on the bottom.
And the
How
Well.
much longer are those going to be in?
8 more minutes.
Alright, well then
I'll
shove
shove those in.
and then let me know when you do so I can time it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, like I was telling you guys, the girls' birthday is, when are we having it? On the 10th?
Yes.
Okay. The girls' birthday is going to be on March 10th. Izzy's birthday is on March 10th. May May's is on the 29th. But we're having it on the 10th. Because that's when everybody can come. So, I'm doing cupcakes. I'm doing balloons. I ordered some balloons off of Temu. I ordered some other things. We're going to be doing pretzels and Rice Krispie treats, and then I want to do some finger sandwiches. Oh, I got May some these little fish bowls. One is going to have goldfish crackers in it, and then it's going to have like a little a thing to scoop, like you scoop your fish out when they die, unfortunately. But that's what you use. You're going to use that to scoop your goldfish, so that everybody's not sticking their hands down in there and all that kind of stuff. Then the other one I'm going to use to put the plastic silverware in, and I'm going to put dingle hopper. So that way, that will be for the forks and stuff. And then the other one is going to be for little gummy worms. And I'm going to have a little sticker on it that says bait. It's cute. And then there's a bunch of drinks. There's 2 drinks. There's going to be one for Isabella's side of the table and one for May's side of the table. And they can choose which ones they want. And they both come, Isabella's will be yellow, May's will be blue. But it's cool. Isabella's is orange juice, pineapple juice, and I think Sprite. And May's is Sprite, pineapple juice, and Hawaiian Punch Kool-Aid. So, and it's called Seawater. So, it's going to be cool. I can't wait till you guys see it. But I will be back when these come out of the oven. All right, now it's time to pull the yumminess out. So let's get them out. One, and then we're going to pull out the other, and then I'm going to let you see, have a look-see. Look at how yummy that turned out. So, I need to pull this out. Oh, crap, that's hot. Now I gotta put the kids' pizzas in the oven. So I'm going to show you how they turned out. Now right now, they're too hot to delve into, but I will do a short later on today, and we will get to try them. So this is Stephanie with Large Family Diabetic Cooking, and today we made caramel apple pie cinnamon rolls. So, I'll see you later when I do a short. Thanks for coming in. This is Stephanie with Large Family Diabetic Cooking, and I will see you all